Watching? It's creepy.
Are we live?
Hey guys, we're live. Sorry about the delay there. XSplit decided to just end on us. We're not really sure why.
Rockstar energy drink, boy.
Yeah.
Drew, what is that you have in your hand?
Well, it's my favorite energy drink of all time. Rockstar energy.
It's not a sponsor, is it?
It might be. I don't know if I legally have to disclose it, but yes, it is.
If
Well,
you
there
like
you go.
Rockstar, tweet at them.
It's great for study.
It actually is. It saved my butt a couple times. But yeah, we have about actually a few minute break, then we're getting a league going for the finals between JMD and GGNR. So we have a bit of time for that. So we're going to go on AFK, play some music for you guys, and we will be back to cast the finals.
Boy, nerds trying to get them more. Living life for the next drop. Boy, nerds trying to get them more. Living life for the next drop.
into the light, slowly heal the darkness in my heart. I hear you now, a taste was all I needed. I feel your love, loud and clear to the end. It's you and me, I'll follow you to the end. I'll follow you to the end.
Days come and gone, feeling undone, shattered and torn. How will we belong again? We stand in line and we amend for a better time. ocean waves and try to come to life. Don't let go of the bright blue sky because the future's looking far too light. Are you ready for a long dive ship to set sail and carry me through the starry night? Dream of me whenever you are feeling oh so lonely. Try to leave your fears behind. We are locked in an orbit racing round the dots of moonlit worlds that make a light. Keep your eyes on mine. Touchdown on the surface of my heart. The feeling's ever gone. A brave adventurer like me remembers everywhere that I've come from. Keep your feet to the vacuum sky, cause it's surrounding us out here. Follow the trail of the stardust of the ones that came before us, and we'll see what we've always been there. Dream of me whenever you are feeling oh so lonely. Try to leave your fears behind. We are locked in an orbit racing round the dots of moonlit worlds that make a light. Keep your eyes on mine.
Flowers that bloom in the darkness. It's a sighting that is rare to come across. Nobody seems to have noticed that the power that could be bestowed is lost, riding through the twilight. This armory protects my heart.
you now. I'd rather be no other place than here with you now. Here with you now. Here with you now. Rather be no other place. Here with you now. Here with you now. Rather be no other place. Here with you now. Here with you now. Rather be no other place. Here with you. Here with you now. Here with you now. See your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. Everything between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now. Here with you now. Here with you now. Rather be no other place. Here with you now. Here with you. Rather be no other place than here with you now. Rather be no other place than here with you. I see your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. Nothing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now. Here with you now. Here with you now.
It's all I wanna do. Believe, 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 it's all I wanna do. Dreams, they can come true. Will you accept the apology that is long overdue? Well, I question what forever is, and I know you do too. When the answer's right in front of me, believe it's all I wanna do. Trust you not to break out students to wait. I know you not trust you not to break out students to wait. Wanna know you not trust you not to break out students to wait. It's all I wanna do. Believe, it's all I wanna do.
I'm standing on the edge and I'm looking to the ground. I see the gray skies are coming all around. See, I start to lose my vision, but I'm holding on to sound. No fear, I'm still hearing. Wrong skin, but I'm healing. No fear, I'm still hearing. Wrong skin, but I'm healing. I'm holding on to sound. 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 Don't hold me back now, no looking down. I'm standing on the edge and I'm looking to the ground. I see the gray skies are coming all around. See, I start to lose my vision, but I'm holding on to sound. No fear, I'm still hearing. Wrong skin, but I'm healing. No fear, I'm still hearing. Wrong skin, but I'm healing. No fear, I'm still hearing. Wrong skin, but I'm healing. No fear, I'm still hearing. Wrong skin, but I'm healing. changing.
I'm always rearranging. Always rearranging.
Always rearranging.
We are who we are.
That is constantly changing.
I'm always rearranging. Always rearranging.
Always rearranging. That is constantly changing.
I'm always rearranging. Always rearranging.
Always rearranging.
We are who we are.
That is constantly changing.
I'm always rearranging. Always rearranging.
Constantly changing.
I'm always rearranging. Always rearranging.
Always rearranging.
We are who we are.
That is constantly changing.
I'm always rearranging. Always rearranging.
Always rearranging.
Hey everybody, we're getting ready for the last game tonight, which is going to be GMD versus GGNR. It is the finals of the Penn State, basically spring, I almost said split, but it's our spring LAN tournament. And it's going to be a best-of-5 series, and it's going to be really close games. These teams have some history.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at these two teams, they continue to be staples deep in the tournament, including finals of our past, 3 years, I think.
Yeah, around so, yeah.
As long as they've been around, as long as I've been around, I've seen them seen them go very deep, taking shots. So this best of 5 will have a $200 difference in prize.
Yeah, I believe first place gets $400, while second place does get $200, split among the team, obviously, no matter how they do it. I wonder if JMD's coach will get anything, because he's been around in the suit, in the jacket, doing interviews yesterday. So hopefully he gets paid at least a little bit for his weekend.
I think he's probably going to accept the money, and
yes.
then he'll be the one distributing it.
Oh,
so
God, that's a little too meta within the esports scene, sadly. So hopefully that doesn't happen for our sake. But yeah, we're getting in the lobby now. People are just getting at the end of their practices. So soon we'll be in the game and we'll be getting started. I'm trying to think of. Okay, Paula Tala is actually in right now, the ADC for GGNR, and I think they chose to, I don't know why they chose purple side, it's not their choice, it's JMD's, they are the number 1 seed, so they get to choose who or what side they want to take. I'm waiting for some JMD's teammates to get done practicing, and then we'll invite them in.
Yeah. But let's talk about the weekend on a whole. It's been fantastic.
Oh, it's been a great weekend.
Yeah.
Besides the first setup hour, we barely had any issues. A few internet losses here and there, but that's bound to happen. It's a Penn State LCS. It's going to happen.
It's going to have delays. It's an esport event. Of course it's going to have delays, especially with StarCraft in there.
Especially with StarCraft has actually been what's keeping us on time lately.
Yeah, that's true.
But
some really good quick matches
out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Move our sponsors out of the way. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, shout out to both Rockstar and SteelSeries, who have sent us a lot of swag and a lot of stuff to give away, which is great, keeping us energized during the games.
So if you have a Twitter account, please send them a thank you from us.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Tweet at Rockstar, tweet at SteelSeries, tweet at Blizzard, tweet at Tespa.
Tweet wherever you want.
Yeah.
I actually want to show one thing, because we were sad we didn't get to show it, because somehow it actually crashed the game, the XSplit last time, but for when we were streaming StarCraft earlier, it went to a Game 5, actually, our first Game 5 of the night.
Oh, the only Game 5 that
The only Game 5 that could have happened in StarCraft, and this was going to be on our overlay, which sadly it did not get through.
MMA.
Yeah, that'd have been amazing to see the entire time.
Yeah, there's some classic StarCraft. If you weren't fans of the Wings of Liberty scene, the MMA. 4-time GSL champion. I think he is the highest.
I believe so, yeah.
He's the highest GSL champion. And if you don't know what GSL is, it is the highest level of StarCraft you can play, in my opinion. And I think that's a common opinion across.
But yeah, so it was actually really good. It was great seeing a Game 5. Actually, both StarCraft matches today were extremely hyped. Seeing Hunter win over Ryan today, I don't think anybody really expected that, especially how quickly those games were.
Well, it was the decision making, I think, that really set those games apart. Because I mean, both matches were just which player is going to outthink the other, and who's gonna see what critical information they need. And I think that's what's really cool about StarCraft. It's all about the vision. It's all about what information you have and playing around the information that you have. And
because one thing watching that is Hunter did see, or no, in the first game, Ryan did see the 6-pool start, but I believe it was a little too late. He wasn't able to. He got, I believe, trying to think of Zealot. He got one or two out, but he wasn't really able to do too much. I'm probably wrong.
It's just not enough. When it's just, you know, you die or you win or lose, basically. It's just one of those kind of coin flip things where it's either blindly countered or you scouted within enough time, and it's the deed. I don't even know. I don't have a cliche.
I really don't know StarCraft that well, so I really can't say. But yeah, and then the second game, basically both players try to proxy the other, it seemed. I don't know if Ryan was actually trying that or not. He had some things in Hunter's base, it looked like.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch the full game. I was on my way here.
Okay.
bus schedule on Sundays is absolutely terrible. If you didn't know, but getting over here is a little. But yeah, I heard there were definitely some proxies and some definite knowledge need be, and if you don't have that knowledge, you're not gonna take the next step in preventing the. We have both teams finally in.
Yeah, we might be getting underway just shortly. We're just waiting for the rest of JMD to get in. What was JMD's old name? They were.
You mean
man.
during
Last
the
year, I guess.
Well, I mean they've always been Josh Miller Dad.
They had, or they. Oh, that's
They
right.
had
They tried changing their name, but then went back to JMD, I believe.
I mean, the thing is that I don't remember what their name was.
Yeah.
Because everybody called them JMD. Like I know when they were in our same division or division. Played the round robins, and everybody's like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "They're JMD. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, it's
like that's who it is. And everybody's like, "Oh no, we have JMD. We're gonna have to play against JMD." I'm like, "Yeah." And the same thing with freshman 15. It's like, "Oh, we have to play against freshman 15 too." So we both saw they're a spectacular play. They're a great play over the weekend. So.
Oh yeah. Also seeing the game earlier. Sadly, TBM didn't show up tonight, or not tonight, but this morning. So we actually just threw together a bunch of random people to play against freshman 15 to put on a show. But I gotta believe that was actually really fun games. I was actually playing in them, and it was actually pretty good getting back into the jungle because for my team, after like halfway through last year during our, I keep saying splits, last semester, our ADC left our team halfway through. He wasn't really a League of Legends player anyway, so we really can't blame him. And we kept trying to switch people, trying to get people in that ADC role when I was just like, you know what, why don't I just try it?
Finally settled
So
in.
I basically just learned how to ADC in like a couple of weeks, and it felt good getting back in the jungle though. Like it's
You're right, a good home. Yeah, I saw you playing Trundle one of those games.
Yeah, I got to play my Trundle. Basically, I didn't play a Mumu because I wasn't really comfortable on it. For a Mumu, I feel like not on my own rig, it's not really going to be worthwhile to play because I'm going to be playing horrible on it. So I got to play one of my staple champs, which is Trundle, and then I also got to play Nunu, which I just love because you can counter jungle with him easily. Like I'm a horrible counter jungler, but with Nunu, he basically does it for you. It's so easy.
Oh, I love Nunu. Even I like to take him support sometimes, and just because you just walk away, you can take pretty much lethal damage the entire game and still walk away with your life.
Yeah, it's basically just walking someone's. Oh, they're doing their blue buff, and you just consume smite. That's mine. I'm gonna run out. And actually, seeing Nunu this weekend when playing, we actually saw him on the gray jungle item, which you don't see too often. I'm horrible with jungle item. It's the one I know that it gives you speed buff whenever you smite something. So that's pretty cool to see him because he would do the same thing, then just have speed buff and just run right out.
I want to say it's recommended on Nunu.
I think it is recommended. I can tell you that.
So, but it is one of the jungle items that you don't often hear about, especially smite and everything like that.
Yeah, with challenging smite and challenging smite and chilling smite seem to be the most common, with trailblazers also being called.
Yeah, just the utility that they offer compared to like being able to speed away and the counter jungling type of thing.
I'm really curious to see what the team's going to pick because I don't know overly too much about the players and what they play and all that. Snowfake this weekend though, seeing him he is just known in this club for his Fiora.
Yeah.
And he actually got to play it against Pan X, and he looked really strong on it. So that it might be almost an auto ban for GGNR.
I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of Fiora players in our club. Our club hosts a lot of interesting off picks. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, with these air quotes because I love them. And we have a lot of specialties in a club. And when you have a type of a gaming community on college campuses, you get to see a lot of variety in play styles, play gimmicks, and play just all the different skill levels. I mean, the skill level that we have in this tournament on its own. I mean, we have X Masters players playing.
I know we had Challenger players, people with Challenger borders.
Challengers.
'Cause I know some people of JMD were Challenger as well.
Yeah.
Some people on TBM, there was actually 2 people with the Challenger border and 2 people currently in Challenger, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, we had
On the same ranked 5s team, I think.
Yeah, and in fact, we had a bronze 5 player playing
Yeah.
in here. We have the, I think we have a very good representation. I think between division.
We even
playing
had
this
an
weekend.
unranked people playing earlier today.
Yeah, so the variety that you have in these type of tournaments is, I think, fantastic, and creates a type of learning experience. Especially, and getting to play on like a stage with the type of stage.
Yeah.
I think it's such a cool experience in what we can give for.
Because right now, people who are off-site will tell you how our setup kind of is. We do have our own room dedicated to casters, which is great. Sadly, you don't get audience reactions, want that, but we actually do get to hear them on a 7-second delay. It feels like they're right across the hall from us. So occasionally you see a big play happen, and then a little bit later you'll see a lull. But then you might hear people cheer very silently. They're just a little behind us, sadly. And then basically also across the hall from the audience room is also both of the team rooms. So they also get to hear the audience reaction. Sadly for them, it's a 3-minute, well, 3-minute and 7-second delay.
Plus the Twitch delay. And
So, but they still get to hear the audience reaction. And I remember my first tournament I played in here, basically I think 3 years ago. We were in this, everyone was in the same room. It was one of the big auditoriums down over in the hub. And that was just crazy. Like you would do something and you'd be like, oh man, they're going to see that in 3 minutes. And then you hear them and it's like, oh, it's so embarrassing. But it was just something new. Because like, you make a big play and then you would hear them cheer. And it was fantastic.
Yeah. I think that's something that's really critical too. Because with StarCraft, there is no delay and you only have stream delay. So I think that's a great experience when you're casting and you actually get to hear, and while you're playing too, when things happen, you could actually hear them from again, we're right across the hall from the viewing area, so definitely a great. It's a great experience. This has been a great experience.
Because I remember actually watching Hunter's game earlier today versus Ryan for that 3rd place match. When he actually won that 2nd game, people left the room to run over to where Hunter was playing. Like, just because no one really it was a huge upset, and he did 2, I want to say cheese strats, and they both worked out, and it was pretty fantastic to watch.
I mean, it's about taking. In StarCraft's all about taking risks, but the atmosphere that I think we've created here, even with with limited numbers of people here, great joy to be part of.
Yeah, no, I'm so glad to do this. I'm glad everything worked out almost flawlessly. Of course, we had the little hiccups, but
I mean, there's
always happen. It's actually been better than previous years, so. That's one thing that's really good.
Yeah, we started only an hour, not
I think the first day 45 minutes late a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think we ended also 45 minutes late, so we at least scheduled on time.
Yeah. We
just took a little time for setup because we had to go through wireless, so getting a stream on wireless is not the easiest thing.
Yeah, no, this is an impressive setup compared to well, I mean, in previous years, it's also been an impressive setup.
They were also desktops with Ethernet, so
yeah, so getting individual IPs, but I don't know what else to say except this year's production has been.
And I'm really happy that it's been going flawlessly because being here the entire weekend, sometimes I just wanted to pull my hair out, but. I just gotta calm down, let everything happen. So
I mean, it feels like any real esports event where you're just kind of tired. But now you got so much energy as we look to go into this final best of 5.
Speaking of energy, Rockstar, right here. This is why we have so much energy.
Yeah, shout out to them for. I guess it was Tespa. Tespa
sent us a lot of stuff, which involved Rockstar as well as SteelSeries, I believe.
Yeah, we got plenty of that throughout the day. We've been giving that out to all of our spectators.
We still have cases of it left. There's still so much of it.
So
if you're on Penn State and you just somehow happen to hear about this event and want free Rockstar, come to 162 Willard. We still have a lot of it. We will give any of it to you.
It looks like we were still waiting on one more. We'll have full teams present.
I believe.
Is he? We were. So the delay was that we were waiting on one of JMD's players. Is that who? Are we still waiting for him?
No, he's here, I believe. I think
here?
he was
Okay.
having a little bit of computer issues, like connecting, which did happen. So we're giving him the time. I believe he had. It was something with school. I remember that, if I remember correctly. I only overheard. I wasn't really part of that discussion, but it was some things were happened that he had a school-related thing to do. So we were going to give him that little bit of extra time because we're not going to tell you, hey, choose this esports event over your studies that you're paying thousands and thousands of dollars for.
It's very important to have that balance between work and play, and quite important to have to choose the priorities that you have. Although this is a pretty good deal. I mean, hey, if you're able to study, get your degree, and play video games, what more can you ask for?
Yeah, true. This is a good. Hey, this would be good for resumes if you're in that field. Like, hey, as you can see, I won the Penn State Spring LAN, and here's a video of my game. You can see like a couple triple kills in there. I did amazing.
Let me tell you about my APM.
Yeah. Oh my God. Evan's APM, or no, Casey's. Both their APM.
Well,
But
yeah.
I went in because I had to switch mice around to help set up for League later on, and I saw Casey's like warm up. Jesus, I had no clue what he was doing. All you hear is like the keyboard clattering and the mouse moving like a million miles an hour, and it's really impressive.
That's one of my favorite things to fall asleep to. If you ever like put on a StarCraft stream, and they have a mechanical keyboard that you can hear, and that's all you hear. It's just puts me to sleep.
I wonder what the APM for League is. Like if you didn't count mouse clicks.
Well, I mean, in StarCraft, it counts.
It counts mouse clicks. Yeah, true. But like mouse clicks, of course, there's going to be a lot of APM because you're doing movements and all that stuff. But I wonder what the APM on the keyboard is.
Yeah, what's that?
Fairly low, I believe. I believe that is someone that shouldn't be talking.
Well, either way, we have our teams.
Oh, good. They're all in.
Let's let mods handle with the chat. And,
Yeah, we should probably be doing that. Pay attention, mods, to the chat, because we're going to have to pay attention to these games. This will be the first game in a best-of-5 series. We do have JMD as, I believe they were the first seed in this tournament, starting on the blue side, and we have GGNR who came in as the second seed. So not a lot of upsets happened this weekend, but a lot of close games. Like even we had an 8th and 9th play-in game, and that might have been one of the closest games of the tournament, if not the closest.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing much more to say except that these two teams, like we said at the very start, are staples within there. You almost expect these two to get through, and we should expect a good match. I think some good League of Legends. Both of these teams like to skirmish a lot. It should be noted that they rely a lot on their mechanics and then movement around the map with skirmish fights, picking fights, and then. What you would normally do for League of Legends, pick a fight, then go take an objective. And you won't see the lull in between that you would have for professional league. But we are now into Champ Select with.
Oh, that is true. I did not do that between. My bad. We have GGNR on the red side. I almost hit Russell's Crows for some reason. And we have Josh Miller Day. Okay. On the blue side. There we go.
All right, so we have an Azir ban.
That's pretty interesting. I didn't realize. I'm trying to think is the middle lane. Is Jungle even the mid lane? I know Paho, Atala, and Prathman are in the bot lane, and Game Boy is in the jungle. I'm trying to think of Tiki God and Jolly, which one's which, and the Fiora ban for Snowfake. No surprises there.
Yeah, no surprise there. Callista.
Actually, Paho, Atala on Callista single-handedly carried his team one game, so that does not against JMD. So that doesn't really surprise me that they banned that as well.
Yeah, not to mention Callista is such a strong pick. That Rend is so powerful, a really great bully. Has engaged with the support on the ultimate, so definitely some strong picks there. Singed going the way of Josh Miller Day. Sion being picked up along with, or banned out along with Maokai.
You sadly won't see any Sion roams through the jungle like we did yesterday of just weaving in and out of the bushes. It was pretty impressive scene.
Yeah, there was a GIF on Reddit where there's that race car driving through like the sand area and just like literally is like making crazy. It reminded me exactly of that. I was really tempted to throw the side-by-side thing.
Oh, that would have been hilarious. But we are going to see an Irelia pick for Snowfake on the top lane. Pretty ballsy picking a top lane first pick. because that leaves you really open to counter jungling, especially with Hecarim open, because Hecarim is still a top tier top laner, and with Sejuani open as well, we might see Game Boy pick that up, and he is, but we do still see Zach open, and Zach has been played a lot in this tournament, and I feel like he's a really strong jungler right now.
He is a really strong jungler, but I think the engage that you can get from both and Hecarim are top notch. I mean, you can see that in the pro scene currently, and it would make sense that it translates to the skill level that we have being demonstrated. So, Lulu currently being hovered over. A really strong pick, both support and top lane. That the silence on her Whimsy is just so good. Not to mention the utility, keeping your AD carry alive if you want to go the hyper carry route. And she also does damage, which is, you know, to supplement extra damage into any comp can usually tilt team fights directly. See if they lock that in. Sivir, Lulu.
Actually, the combo between the two of them, with Sivir being able to speed up everybody and Lulu being able to just speed up someone else as well, we're going to see them both blocked in with the exhaust on that Lulu. It seems like it is a Lulu support for now, at least.
Yeah.
And another Pablo Atala staple right now, and it's Jinx. This is an ADC that he loves getting.
I mean, it's a great hyper carry, and currently they have two tanks in Sejuani and Hecarim. They have the ability to protect the Jinx, to protect hyper carry, and with the Morgana, that can only add more protection, especially with the high amount of CC and damage that you can possibly.
Especially with an Irelia and a Lulu right now, Morgana might actually be, in my opinion, the best pick for support. I'm trying to think of someone better to handle those two, but I really think that Morgana might be the best pick.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on really what they have in mind of where they want to go with the last pick, which currently would be their mid pick. If they go more damage oriented, such as a LeBlanc or something like that, or if you want a heavy long range on Syndra or Xerath, but actually they're going to go with a Nami instead.
I guess they wanted to have the sustain instead of a black shield, so be able to heal them instead of taking damage. So we actually seeing that Fizz and Victor hover right now, and not sure if these are going to go through because Pahavatala is known as our Fizz princess. So not sure if that's a hover in his remark. And JMD's actually been saying all day today that, hey, we're going to be picking Victor. We're going to be picking Victor. I went in and said, hey, how you guys feeling? He's like, hey, we're picking Victor. Not sure if that's actually true or not. But we'll see because they're hovering it right now.
Yeah,
so
I could definitely see a Fizz jungle would work pretty well, I guess, with this very skirmishy comp. As you can see, the Sivir speed up is going to be great for Fizz and Irelia. Lulu obviously being able to protect either one of them, they could engage and then get the knock up CC, or it can protect the utility or the versatility of the Lulu Sivir with the rest of this comp is actually fantastic. Xerath is being picked up for the extra damage, long range damage, so he can be able to stay in the back nice and safe. With the Fizz and the Irelia being up front, hopefully diving the hyper carry that is Jinx on GGNR's side, and then Lulu will be somewhere in the middle protecting whoever she can.
we did see legendary kill on Fizz today, and as well as Ghost on Xerath, and when they were both playing together, they did amazing. Because I remember Drew was casting that game, and he was saying when the Fizz was picked was that he's going to have a rough time early. I think he got 3 kills by 8 or 10 minutes. It was like, oh, this guy's going to have a rough time. Boom, I'm just going to snowball right away. And then they picked him again, and he did actually have a tough time in the early game. But then he brought it back in the mid and late game, and he was basically a hyper carry jungler, which you don't see too often. And Xerath can always be safe and always deal out damage.
Yeah, he's really skill shot based, obviously, and with the amount of damage that he can put across a team fight is pretty huge. So we'll see if GGNR can get to that backline. Currently, they have a lot of damage. They have a hyper carry and the Ziggs, so their ability to siege towers is absolutely fantastic, as well as dive them. Their disengage is also pretty good with the Nami ult and Nami bubble. So really, both sides have a pretty good team fight, and both looking to do some typically different things. with the skirmish, more skirmishy with Josh Miller Day, relying on Sivir's ultimate for a lot of their movement across the map, and then GG No Re really looking for solid team fights with possibly flanking from the Hecarim with a really strong, with the obvious strong engage that you can get from the Sejuani ultimate.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually really liking GG No Re's team. GG No Re's team right now. They have really great synergy with each other, especially how you said like they can siege a tower and then disengage with multiple ultimates, or in the same time engage with those same ultimates. There's like, because like Hecarim can always save him or go in, preferably all in. Nami Wave, great for disengaging or going in. Same with the Sejuani. Oh, they're jumping on us. I'll just ult them and run away. Or we got the tower down. Now let's go in.
Well, what's really great about the Sejuani ultimate is that you can use the Nami ultimate as the Sivir pushes in, and then re-engage right in as they funnel in certain ways. You can really control the team fight that way, and it's kind of one of those things where but the problem with that is that Nami's ultimate is the ultimate, has the longer cooldown. Can you get away from that Sivir and that speed buff? Can you get away from the Fizz pole vaulting over? Can you get away from the Aurelia who's going to jump in on you? Can you get away from the Xerath ultimate and the long range? And we'll have to see really where GG No Re is going to have to respect the possible damage and dive that Josh Miller Day can put out while deciding whether or not, like, they have to know before whether or not they want to engage or disengage. They can't hesitate, because if they hesitate against this Josh Miller Day comp, it might end up with Jinx being deleted very quickly.
Yeah, especially with everybody from JMD, every single player on JMD can just jump onto the Jinx right away. They have to worry about everybody getting close to that Jinx. Granted, Lulu, yeah, it's a polymorph and not really doing too much, but like Fizz, Severe, Irelia, or Xerath can all kill Jinx basically. But at the same time, if they don't jump on Jinx, and GG No Re does a great time protecting that carry, it's going to be amazing in a team fight.
Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna rely on the positioning of Jinx and the position and the ability for GG No Re to either poke down their opponent so they can't engage, or the ability to keep the opponent off of Jinx. So I think that I really do like the Big's pick here to make sure that to make JMD second guess about possibly engaging. Loading screen we go.
Great place at Penn State right there. We're seeing Beaver Stadium. Who knows? Maybe we'll hold an event there one day. Yeah. No, not gonna. No, but that'd be amazing.
we had a wonderful day. If you're in Penn State, this has been a fantastic weekend for all type of sporting events. The blue and white game just happened, an annual event here at Penn State where it's offense and defense kind of some augmented football-ish thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool looking.
And the Beaver Stadium was packed of just all like Penn State families and alumni. We have our event here on the side of Electronic Sports, or inside. Although it has been a beautiful weekend.
We actually did get to see a few families did actually come in to at least look at our setup while they were stopping by. Yeah, so it's actually pretty cool that they even are interested in seeing esports sometimes. I know my dad personally, he always likes to see my cast and all that. Because whenever I, for drives back home, he always likes to ask me questions because he doesn't understand the game at all. So he always wants to know at least the basics so he could follow it better. So that's one cool thing, is knowing that he watches the cast every so often. And other families do it as well. I know other casters have their parents watch. I believe our president's parents are also watching as well. So this is actually a really quick loading.
We will get in game here as we move around the well, I should switch quick.
Once I get this figured out. Sorry if people are going to be over the top. It happens at the beginning. I believe we are set.
So, looks like a classic defensive, let's make sure the enemy isn't going to just walk into our jungle without us knowing. A nice river ward set up by GG No Re. as well, with Josh Miller Day pretty much mimicking the same exact ward placements.
Yeah, it seems like right now, all defensive wards, no one seems like they're going to go in to do any sort of invade.
So it looks like we're probably gonna end up with very standard first 6-7 minutes.
Okay, sure thing. We're going to turn the game volume a little bit down so you hear us a little better.
Yeah.
Might be a little too much, I would
Yeah.
say. We'll put it here for now. If it is,
Yeah, we'll get
bad.
we'll get
it sorted
a wave.
out.
Minions have spawned.
So yeah, but I think we'll end up with a pretty normal-looking first 6 minutes of this game. Probably not too much action except for the normal. And what I think is going to really come down to is where are these junglers going to go? Fizz is going to start red and the blue, so maybe the first gank will be tough. We'll have to see where we're going. Actually, we do have Hecarim taking the Wolf Camp for GGNR. He's going to get that quick experience and then teleport up into lane before the lane even crashes. In fact, he'll probably back and then hopefully he can do it soon. It looks like he's gonna. The lane might crash before he gets the teleport.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to lose a lot of minions to that turret, sadly, before he gets back, because they are at the turret right now and he is backing, so that's going to really hurt him, in my opinion.
Yeah, we'll have to see exactly where it is. He might just end up trading even instead of. He might end up just trading even instead of actually getting ahead, so we'll have to see. Actually, he does hit level 2 first, so he did get enough experience off of that, and he'll have the level 2 advantage over Irelia at the start.
He's actually putting a lot of damage on her really early. But he might actually want to go in on this, but a good stun comes in from Irelia to stop him from doing so.
Yeah, keeps the disengage and keeps Irelia safe. She'll probably just pot up and look to try to get as much CS as she can from the big bully that is Hecarim.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough, but one thing that we're going to actually see in the top lane is both top laners trying to get that big burst of damage with that Trinity Force. Unless we're going to see a change of items, but usually you see Hecarims and Irelias both starting out with that Trinity Force item. It'll be interesting to see if they start it with Phage or they start it with Sheen first.
Yeah, it'll be definitely quite interesting how this lane processes out, because each champion can easily snowball based off of the other's mistakes. So I think that's probably what we're going to be looking for first in that lane, is that who's going to make the mistake and then who's going to capitalize.
Yeah, Palatala is actually taking a lot of damage.
Oh, flash!
Ooh, Lulu's going to flash in and force the heal out. Pretty good trade, actually, if I say so, because that's going to force Palatala to stay really safe in lane, and great damage coming in from both Lulu and Severe there.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I was gonna talk about actually during champion select. Instead of picking the Morgana, they went with the Nami because of how poke heavy Sivir and Lulu are. They have so much early damage and they can really force you out of lane early. So they went with the sustain. They went for the ability to heal up, sacrificing maybe some of the protection that they can get during a team fight for a better lane presence.
Right now, it does seem like it's working because Palatala is now pretty healthy now, above half health. That's where you really want to try to be at an AD carry if you can't be at full health. You really don't want to stay in this lane below half health. You will have to leave.
Yeah, especially on the Jinx. Jinx really just wants to, farm up, get to that point where she can get that IE and then start zapping out damage. Yeah, if you're forced out early, especially against a Sivir lane, you're just going to be pushed the entire time.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be really tough to farm, and Jinx does, like you said, want to farm. And speaking of farm right now, Irelia is really out-farming Hecarim. No matter how much damage Hecarim is going to be putting on Irelia, Irelia has about 14 farm, but they're going to go in and puts the Ignite on, but it's not going to be enough. Forces the flash from that Irelia, but Hecarim is out of summoners right now, and Fizz is going to stay in the top lane, but it doesn't seem like he's going to go in.
Actually, that Fizz is going to back right now. That was actually some really good timing by the Fizz to stay there, and we
oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we have the room reserved. Yeah. Huh?
I would go
Can
into
you-
there
can
and
you
look
go-
for Josh.
Yeah, can you answer
He's,
Josh on that one?
he's the one running it. Moving right across. If he would do that. I said earlier, how was Gamble? Go ahead.
Sorry about that. We had some unexpected guests. What were we saying? So Fizz, it looked like, was prepared to possibly gank the Hecarim top there, and Hecarim gets enough of an all-in against the Irelia, forcing the back, and made them really, I guess, second guess about what they were going to do. So Irelia now down a flash and teleport, and the Hecarim teleport is about to come back up. So good with that.
Yeah, good time to back, but he is still fairly behind. The Hecarim is still fairly behind in farm rod, 14 farm down while still pushing him out of lane. And you're actually going to see him get that cloth armor to try to stay in lane a little bit longer against the Irelia.
Try to mitigate some of the damage on the trades and hopefully come out positive, especially with his own sustain. Be really successful. There you go. As you can see, he'll trade pretty nicely against the Irelia now with that cloth armor.
He's actually going to go in, and that's a lot of damage with that Stampede, and he's going to keep going. Snowflake is going to be really low, but he's going to get a good stun on a Tiki God to stop that damage coming in, and he is going to survive for now.
Yeah, another just getting away. He has Irelia will have ult, so they'll be able to sustain it. Damage comes down on the bot side with a gank.
Fizz is going to get him in, but we do see Sejuani just waiting. Neither of the junglers have ults, but Legendary Kill is going to go really down, really low, and Pawatala is going to take the Boomerang from Severe, and they're actually now going to be forced on the tail end in the top lane. We are seeing Snowflake going really low by Tiki God, and Tiki God's going to die, but not going to be able to get the kill. Xerath is going to be roaming down in the bot lane, but he is not going to be able to pick up anything. He does have his ult available, but not a good time to use it with a lot of people really high in level in the bot lane yet. I mean HP, my bad.
Yeah, but this just really says the ability of both of these teams. They both and really that both teams are almost on the same page, just on different sides of on the same coin, just different sides of it. As they both decided to gank the bot lane, we had Sejuani on the counter gank, but with no ultimates on either side of the jungler. Nothing really came up of that, of just the back and forth. Xerath did have the early roam down, but GGNR and JMD at the time decided to just disengage and let things go. So close calls on both sides in all lanes, basically.
That actually might be why they decided to roam back, because I doubt they saw him in the wards, because I didn't see him walking past any wards, so there's no wards for that Xerath to be seen, but they're probably being told by Jolly and me, like, hey, Xerath's not here. You should probably get out, because Xerath could ult and basically just clean up a team fight easily. So they got out of there, and luckily they did, or that team fight would have been turned completely around. Now in the top lane, we are going to see Snowflake trying to duel with this Hecarim right now, who actually got a Ninja Tabby extremely early, going to delay his Trinity Force a little bit, but it's going to really help him trading with that Irelia.
Yeah, not to mention the reduced action. It's reduced with the basic, because Irelia does a lot of basic attacks.
Oh god. Game Boy, you don't want to be there.
I think he's gonna smart. Yeah,
he's gonna get out. Yeah.
But what I was gonna say about the top lane here is that I hope with hopefully Hecarim has the timer on Snowflake's flash, so he's going to be able to all in. Let's see if he does try to all in.
He's actually going to go in.
He has Ignite.
He does have Stampede as well, but he didn't decide to use it just yet. If he was trying to get around to push him back away from his tower, but he wasn't able to get the right positioning. Snowflake did well there, getting into the bush to not allow him to do that.
Yeah, I really expect Hecarim to all in this Irelia very soon. His ult's going to be coming up. Flash is still down for the Irelia. Hecarim with his ult and Ignite up, and the tower being pushed. A Sejuani would be a great ganking opportunity, but he might be able to just solo. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we are going to see the Fizz roaming up, and he might actually start a gank. This is actually be a really good gank. Hecarim is really far in, but he still has Stampede. He actually uses it right now. I believe it's called Stampede. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. But he might have to use his ult as well. He's going to use it, not get the fear off, but he is going to get out with his life.
Yeah, luckily his ult was going in, and not to mention, good presence of mind to not just all in right away when he had all of his with the offensive summoner up and his ultimate against the Irelia, because with the Fizz, it was just a really good move by Fizz, and in response they're going to be looking at Dragon.
and I don't see a big response coming in from JMD. Lulu on the bot side is expecting something, but I do not think she's going to be able to see it. They do actually get the timer just in time.
They'll get the exact timer, but that was just really good play. They saw Fizz top side. Bot was already pushed in. Oh!
Yeah, Jolly Amoeba's going to get caught out by Ghost here, and Jolly Amoeba's going to be forced to run away. He still has a summoner. He has heal
gonna hit
and
ult.
flash. He might have to use it. Great dodging right now. He's actually in between 2 towers. He's still dodging, but here comes the Fizz. A
Two
flash is
flashes
going to
down.
come in.
Third flash.
Sejuani is going to come in. I believe she used her ult, but wasn't able to get the stun off, and a huge dive from JMD, but nothing is going to come out of it.
Yeah, the slow on the ult was just enough to keep Legendary Kill and Ghost off of the fleeing Jolly Amoeba.
If the nerf didn't come in from Sejuani, that was still, I think it was a 90% or 99% slow, that could have been 2 kills. And oh, here comes the Hecarim into the Tiki God, going on to Ghost, and Ghost is going to go really low, but it looks like he's going to survive that Ignite.
Damage.
But Legendary Kill is going to be really low. Tiki God is really low right there. There's the first blood going on to Irelia, and
That should be
oh,
second.
Jolly Amoeba just barely survives, but Snowfake is going to take it for a double kill onto this Irelia.
And that's going to go 2 for 1 as Fizz gets taken down as we have action in the bot lane.
Yeah, Palatala is putting on a lot of damage, but there's still a lot of damage on him. Nidget's going to barely miss on that boomerang, and they're going to be forced off of this. Ultimate was blown by Palatala and Maya there, so there's not going to be much left. Actually, as well on Prathman. Severe is the only one left in this bot lane with her ult, so they can try to fight if they want to.
Yeah, let's see if they can get a leg up on the advantage, but without the ultimate from Lulu, I don't think they want to try anything. Just keep pushing the lane, keep farming. They've already got a 10... they already have a wave basically up on top of this their opposite bot lane in GGNR.
Prathman looks like he's trying to find a good place for a bubble, but nothing really going to come out of it.
But yeah, so we had a very good play mid. I believe that was a teleport from the Hecarim during that mid fight. Actually, both of the top laners on the respective sides were able to turn that mid fight in favor for their team. Obviously,
This guy is really low, but he still looks like he wants to go in on this.
Yeah. But what we had was that the Hecarim came in, was able to get the Ignite and the ultimate on a Ghost, but Ghost just managed to get away, and then was still able to output the damage that he wants. Put the damage out that he wants because of his ultimate. Ooh,
That was a very good spell shield right there, yeah, because she just stutter stepped a little bit, but that little bit was going to be able to get her trapped by those chompers, so a good spell shield there to keep her in lane, but there's not really much she can spell shield worthwhile out of this, except for like the Nami ult, Nami bubble, and those chompers.
Well, I mean, the Nami bubble and the Nami ult and the chompers are quite high amount of CC, so it'll probably end up saving her life either way.
But Snowflake and Tiki are just trading right now, and Snowflake might want to go in. He's really low in mana. After these ults, he might have enough mana for one more ability, so he really can't trade against the Hecarim right now.
Yeah, just as expected, Irelia is gonna back here. If the Hecarim pushes, which I believe he's going to. Oh, no, Irelia decides to stay in lane for the reason that the wave was coming in. We'll see what happens here. Hecarim, of course, ult is up, but no flash, or no ignite.
Well, no flash at all. He never had it, but so yeah, that's what you see on Hecarims nowadays is teleports ignite. I almost said smite, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see that. That might actually work out.
It might start coming in, but I think the ignite damage, the cut and healing is probably, especially in the top lane. Although, does the new challenge explain cut healing?
It doesn't cut healing. It cuts damage to you, I believe.
Okay.
So it won't help you get kills, but it'll help you not get killed.
But so we have a pretty much even gold back and forth with only one dragon in the favor of GGNR. About 14 and a half minutes into this game. Some really good high-level play we're seeing out of both these teams.
Yeah, it's so close. It could go either way right now. And even in this bot lane, that's a lot of damage going down. Prathman does not have his ult, or he does have his ult. He's trying to get lined up for it. And he's going to put him down low, and a good ult coming in from Maya to save his own life. And in the top lane, we did see Xerath try to roam up, but they weren't able to kill that Hecarim. We do see Jolly Amoeba up here as well, but he's mostly just here for the support. And Hecarim was able to get out alive.
Yeah, what ended up with that Hecarim is that the Fizz went up to gank. Irelia, of course, to engage, and the Hecarim, just being the slippery horse that he is, just speeds off, ults away, and no harm, no foul. But the ult is down. Did he buy home guards?
He has home guards.
Hecarim buying the early home guards, and That's a turret down.
But and also a teleport. Good bubble, I believe that was, onto Irelia to basically stop that engage, because
Prathman is
she
now
would have
split
got
from
there
the
quick.
team.
Yeah, so Maya's going to try to catch up to this, because here is Ghost with good
Nice
flash
flash.
coming in to save his life, and a good zap to also protect any further engage that was be there. So a flash down onto this Nami, so you won't be seeing any flash ults or flash bubbles anytime soon.
Yeah. Again, this is the team communicating with each other, making sure that they're able to get the Nami split herself away from the team, but the rest of the team came in to make sure that she was going to be able to get away fine.
And I'm just going to look quick look at CS right now, and really everything is extremely close. The biggest CS difference is ADC with 9.
Just remove the chat.
Ah, okay, I'll do that real quick. Good idea.
Just move this.
Yes.
Just so we have more.
Yeah, my bad, guys. And we're going to see Tiki God up here on a Snowflake. They're just trading damage back and forth. Usually in the top lanes, lately we've been seeing just tanks bursting each other, like just trying to like slap each other and nothing happen.
Oh,
But these
here
guys
comes the gank.
keep putting each other really low. And here comes Legendary Kill. Good ult going on a Prathman, and it's going to
Oh
go
my
down
gosh.
quickly. Pawatala is forced to flash away, which is going to save his life just for now. And a great gank there by Legendary Kill. With that turret being down, it was an easy gank for him.
Yeah, not to mention the dragon is up, so this is going to give a distinct advantage for JMD as they start it up. There is no teleport on the Irelia, so she's going to have to walk all the way down with the teleport on the Hecarim. Let's see if they engage.
We're going to see Pawatala coming in. He does have his ult, so he might be able to catch
Oh!
Jolly Amoeba! That's a lot of damage coming in. Here comes the Heck,
Oh!
or the ultimate from, I almost said Hecarim. That was the ultimate from Jinx, but it wasn't needed, and Jolly Amoeba is going to pick up a double kill with that amazing damage on Ziggs.
And that's going to be the Dragon going over to GGNR. That is their second. As we saw Hecarim come down via teleport and keep the Irelia from even attempting a re-engage if they wanted it.
And this is going to be a siege. They do not have Jinx with them, but they have what's something better. Ziggs, he's at this level, he might... Okay, no, he probably doesn't take it as quick as a Jinx, but he does take it fairly quickly.
Yeah, they definitely had the damage, but they're just going to back off, let things reset. The timers are pretty short right now, and as JMD is going to get the response. With the gold, once again, neck and neck as we head into the 18th minute here.
Really, the only big discrepancy we see right now is Ziggs at over 1,000 gold above Xerath, but everybody else fairly close at around 100. I think top lane is about a 500 difference, so still really, really close for both teams. It is a 200 gold difference.
Yeah, you can see that both of these teams are evenly matched. You can tell both the turret taking bottom respectively. The gold is even, the CS is basically even. What we really need to pay attention to is where the kill distribution is, though. 2 kills onto Irelia with the assists, with 2 assists on the Fizz. That's a lot of gold giving over to the jungler, and then 3 kills over to the Ziggs. That's going to put a lot of damage and allow them to siege up and poke them, as I was saying earlier, and hopefully dissuade the Josh Miller Day team from just full-on engaging.
And speaking of siege, we have a Jinx and a Hecarim up in this top lane. Good amount of wave clear and a good amount of tower damage that can happen, but at the same time, in the mid lane, they're doing the same thing on JMD.
Yeah, but I think GGNR is going to pick up this tower quite easily as they had the minion wave. In fact, Nami was just going to tank the turret instead of letting the minion wave get there on time. And hopefully they can now rotate down into mid and save that mid turret. But actually, Ziggs is there. He's got the wave clear. It's just going to be there's going to be no tower trade and just a single tower taken by GG.
But here comes Tiki God onto that Hecarim. He's going to
Nice
be stopped
stun.
short, and he's already down to half health. Even lower now, so low,
Oh!
and Midget's going to get the kill. And the ult's going to come in from Xerath, and he's going to hit 2. Not enough for a kill. Maya, again, this Jinx seems to hate this Lulu, because every ult is in that direction. But Lulu is, again, barely going to survive, and her ult was not needed in this time.
Yeah, she didn't pull the trigger on the ult. What a play. What a play by Nidget there.
Ooh, the stun's going to come on to Jinx, and that's going to be
Another kill
enough.
over.
Severe is going to pick this up. And now Severe, we were just saying, the kills were on Irelia. Severe, I think, just picked up 3.
Yeah, so now she is 3-0, and that's going to give her a good... Actually, she picked up 2, I think, during that. She had 1 from earlier. And more damage out onto Game Boy DSA.
I think she believes everybody's low. There's no way they're still here. I could take this pink, but nah, everybody is still around. Kind of surprising. I thought they would have backed as well, because you did see Xerath really low.
Yeah, so what was really really good for JMD there with that type of engage, or really just a mispositioning by the Hecarim and a great skill shot by the Xerath to get that stun down. But they were able to put the damage on, and then Sivir was able to clean it up. And the same exact thing that happened twice. That's how both of those kills were secured.
Right now, this is actually, I think, the biggest gold lead of the game so far.
Yeah.
800 gold.
800
What
gold.
a big gold lead here for JMD. But the severe lead on Jinx, okay, it's only around 500 right now, 400 or 500. So it's not that big, but it's at least like 300 higher than it was earlier.
Yeah, I mean, you can see this gold difference. It's really, the biggest difference currently is on their mid laners, just because of the kill difference. Because the CS has been fantastic. The overall gold by GGNR, because they have 2 towers compared to the one of JMD, is going to give a lot more global gold in that objective part, as we have GGNR setting up the dragon, which is going to be up in about a minute 50. Try to take over control of that area and secure the vision.
Oh, is that a Luden's Echo already on Ziggs? He has both. He has 2
That's
full
dirty.
items right now. That is going to be huge. And Tiki God might be getting caught out. He might have to use his ult, which if he uses it now, might be available
Nice trade back
for
damage.
the Dragon. But yeah, he's going to go back with that Stampede. And he has the... Oh, no, that's the Gromp.
Irelia's going to have...
The Speed Shrine. Yeah, I said Gromp. I meant Scrabbin. But that is going to be a tower in the meantime. Legendary Kill's taking a lot of damage from Pawatala. And they're going to try to siege here. But nothing really is going to happen. They're actually going to... Probably go back, probably heal up for
Disengage.
Dragon.
Yeah, that was a good group by GGNR, seeing if they could pick up anything, which they did. They end up picking the tower. They get the extra global gold. Once again, tying up this, tying the gold amounts for both teams as they secure deeper vision. Look how this is great. GGNR getting deep vision, setting up for this Dragon that's going to come up in the next 50 seconds. That's going to be their 3rd, and that'll threaten a possible 5th Dragon in just over 12 minutes.
Yeah, right now, as you can see, JMD can only really go in one direction, and they will still be seen by GGNR, but at least they'll have a little bit of time there. It's like there's such good ward advantage now on the side of GGNR that it's going to be really tough to take this Dragon. Like we were saying, that big 800 gold lead now is down to, actually is up for 200 onto GGNR. So the gold is just going back and forth.
Hecarim just picked up a pretty good wave top lane, and seeing Hecarim top right now, and knowing that there were backs from GGNR, JMD is taking that advantage, going and clearing out the wards. The Dragon spawning in 2 seconds, so it's spawning right now. And we'll see if they decide to fight. Hecarim backing, he has home guards, he has teleport. Let's see if they try to force an engage, or GGNR forces an engage here.
We do see Hecarim right now. He is just staying at base. He is waiting for this teleport, as you can see him.
Yeah, they want to fight.
He is building up that home guard. He is waiting for it, so...
They've got deep wards too. This is going to be huge for GGNR if they could, if they're going to be able to get this the Hecarim engage here.
You see Hecarim, they're actually GGNR is pinging their own wards, giving Hecarim...
Oh yeah, they know.
So there's actually now a ward right next to them, so we're going to see that teleport probably come in soon. Irelia is actually on the backside of everybody, but we see from the backside, we're going to see that Hecarim is actually coming in from the backside, and everybody's really low already. Hecarim is going to take out Ghost, and now everybody's really low. Legendary Kill and Maya both really low. There goes the Lulu. This is Hecarim is just cleaning up shop, and there's another kill, a triple kill for the Hecarim. Tiki God, he is a god right now. 3-2-2 on the Hecarim, and it's going to be an ace, and only Game Boy is going to go down. This is huge for GGNR, and this could be a Baron. A 24.5-minute Baron for GGNR. This is going to be huge for them.
And why not? I mean, at this point, the spawn timers are long enough, and the ability, the spawn timers are long enough. They have their damage in Jinx. They're just going to chew through this Baron, as it's already half health. Oh, the Jinx going low from the Baron damage.
Everyone's really low. Tiki God's trying to take it for now, and it's only down to about 2,500. This is going to get really dangerous. Everybody's trying to take their turn with it. Pawatala is so low, but they are going to take it.
Yeah, they're going to get away.
No one from JMD is going to be able to take this, and how we were saying, it was, what, a 200 gold lead before that Dragon? It is now a 4,000 gold lead.
Yeah, that was just a huge spike. GGNR knew what they wanted to do. JMD knew they couldn't let GGNR pick up a 3rd Dragon, but with the ability, the home guard Hecarim into the ult just obliterated a team fight. and you know, we were just saying that GGNR wants to poke out their opponent, or they want to get these really strong engages in the front as we have the dragon
Still up.
Yeah, they Aurelius has teleport, but yeah, JMD knows that they do not want to pick another fight, and they're going to let this go, a third dragon over the GGNR.
And Heckham's actually